Yeah. Hey.
And oh, way up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I did. Motion.
Yeah. No, that's the. It's the whole thing. Okay. Yeah. All the pictures. Yeah. It's, yeah.
Okay,
It's just strictly Jacob.
I wonder if,
I don't know.
pull that down. That's.
Then we'll get game.
Okay.
How do you start? Like this. Like that, not right, like the picture up there. Question. Okay. Will it show up there like it's a video? Will it show the kind of picture that was shared? Okay, okay. Yeah, but then we're gonna play that. Okay, thank you.
We're glad to have you with us. So, 100 years of business today. 40 business leaders from our community get together to charge.
Y'all sway back and forth.
Thank you. So they came together to charter our organization. So their commitment and their service to the community, celebrate the thousands of leaders who have followed. It's great to have you with us today. It's great to have so many of you this last night. Really missing you all, get to know some of your spouses better. I appreciate everybody leaning in during the day. So I was fortunate to have our district governor with us later during the meeting tonight to have you. Thank you for taking the time. So she's already been 30 plus. So think about that. She has 30 more to go. So, yeah, we appreciate you taking time to stop by and spend time with us today. So to get things started, as Mike said, we would do this. You can pray with me. Lord, give us new strength so that we can build places of harmony in the world, to create a community where all share their gifts, to know that each of us is loved. Help us see your light and experience your grace. Let us remember to serve and act in the expression of your natural love, knowing that each of us is loved, each of us is blessed, and each of us is needed. Amen. Thank you, Mike. If you want me to go on the flip, we have a good number together.
It is my pleasure to introduce our guests. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all names have been introduced. First, we have Darren and Lisa being introduced as a guest for the last time today, as well as Nick Skinner, who's also being invited today. Next, we have Robbie, a guest of King Morning. Next, we have Annabelle Sapp with Rotaract of the Grange College. Laura with Rotaract of the Grange College. With Rotaract of the Grange College. Eli Rogers and Lee Cody, also leaders of the Grange Rotaract. Next, we have April Ross, guest of Susan Murphy. Next, we have Tracy Trainer, a guest of Susan Ferguson. And lastly, we have Rex Campbell, guest of Perry Bruce. Thank you.
Thank you all for visiting. We're glad to have you. I'm particularly glad to have our Rotaract students with us. Yeah, come great to see you. I know you all got your plates at the last minute, so if you need to get tea or if you need to get up and walk around, just feel comfortable. You're all we do have some birthdays. 2 names. Next, we have Cheryl Mackel, and her birthday is on September 3rd. And finally, Jason Lowe. This is my birthday. Okay, well, all right. Jason's on October 3rd. Small, happy birthday. Club members, Steve Buck, been with us 1 year. Steve, you worked here previously, so I much of the one with the ball. So Josh Williams, 7 years, and then Jerry Fox has been with us 22 years. So congratulations to all. Waiting on George. 30 years. 30 years. Congratulations. So a couple of announcements. We did a board meeting today, so we will be information about that. I'm going to ask you all to keep Woodbury in prayer. So it is encouraged that they will unexpectedly lost a friend. You should really get your things that you're still a part of. So just keep these thoughts and these prayers. I just want to say one more gratitude for the 100-year plan. You just worked really hard on your path and helped plan. Right, 5K and Gala with well, just if you don't want to give them. So we've been fortunate that Frank was just here. We'd like to take the opportunity to let you. First of all, ask David Skinner if you would come up. Convention to.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm excited to bring a new member to the club. David Skinner works for Baxter Cook. Good friend of mine. Has been for several years. David grew up in Tallahassee, Georgia, up in North Georgia. Spent 8 years on the U.S. nuclear submarine. Got some great stories. Sit with him after this and ask him about some of this story. He and his wife Christy have been married for 28 years. They had 3 children, all grew up here from friends. His oldest daughter, Mackenzie, got married. Mackenzie Rogers. She is now a school teacher at Franklin Forest. She started out there and loved it. Just had a baby, little sweet baby Ray we call him. Just what about a month ago. Christy, his wife, is a physical therapist in town. They've worked here for a long time. Here's his son, is a graduate of the University of Georgia. Which was funny, he was one of the biggest Auburn fans I know, but I love watching this. and money goes to Georgia. Karen, his daughter, his youngest daughter, is a junior in high school. Yes, yeah. David is a construction, project executive for Max Cook. He's been running framing crews since he was 12 years old. So he's been constructing his whole life. We are so excited to have him. He's based more here now instead of traveling. So we'll get involved with him. Yes, Road is a great place to do it. So I'm glad to welcome to the public.
Always excited to welcome new members into the club, but especially on the day that we're celebrating our 100th anniversary. So welcome. We have a plaque for your office, and we always use this time to remind ourselves of Rotary, the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
One, two. Congratulations. You won the bus. So, fortunate, and it's going to be one of the players, but not really playing there and listening for who would at least come. I want to give you better 99th anniversary. I'm gonna have smile right now.
This is exciting to get to introduce two new members and two new friends, actually. I met them when they came to visit our Rotary Club for the first time there in Rotary before. And joined in as well. We just became fast friends, and Lisa and I got in a books together and spent some time together. But officially, the official introduction. Darren and Lisa have been married over 33 years. They actually met. It was pretty cool for a couple of things. They met with friends with after just an 8-month engagement. They were married. They have 3 grown children. Our wife, they live in San Diego. Alexa lives in Manhattan, New York City, and Sean is a young baby trained in these companies. They've been owning families for 26 years, and it's a story, 26 years. I'll do a little presentation of it, but there are some things I think that are just really worth noting, because this is a couple who, as you know, the military, the whole family is giving themselves and serving our country. So service to themselves is absolutely not new to them. They were posted to Germany twice, Fort Knox, Kentucky, Fort Carson, Colorado, Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, and 3 times to Fort Uniontown, Fort Georgia. He retired from the 13 and has been working as a defense contractor ever since. Lisa started working outside of him in 2013 with the Musgrave School District. In 2019, Darren was introduced to Rotary through his friend Kevin Faulkner at the Muskogee Rotary Club. They have recently from Pine Mountain to LaGrange and look forward to serving others in Rotary in various other avenues. But a few extra things I want to add, just because I was reading recently and getting to know them. We actually went to Floyd for 7 months, returned to state funding. He took command of the insurance company and participated in the initial engagement. Lisa tried to stay abreast of the situation, as Darren had a weekly secret in Denver. Lisa worked hard to keep rivers under control and to keep the family in his words, needless to say, Lisa had to raise 3 wonderful children on her own and did a fantastic job to create self-sufficient and thriving in her state. As for Lisa, when she was working, she worked at the front desk as a parent liaison, She also worked with kids with special education needs. And she said the favorite thing for her was making a connection and first impression. And no doubt, connections and first impressions and wonderful first impressions will be made. And they're just looking forward to serving. And I really think they'll know.
We are delighted to have Rotary's newest members, Rotary International, as members of our club. So welcome, and just repeat Rotary, the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair talk concern? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? So, well, I think y'all.
I'm a military family.
Here we go, on three. 1, 2. Thank you. Let's welcome our new member. Working out, I'm going to start talking about the district. I'm going to do that, so watch the big post forward, put that down in the calendar before we come to you. Let's wait to the work. We don't have to, let's wait and have it all for next week. So I'm going to ask Susan first, Sister Governor.
One more time. Anyway, and I've been up to 5:15 this morning, and actually, Ben probably has to do because the Pine Mountain Harris County Club meets at 7. Sorry. So bear with us. We are so appreciative. We got to be best buds in Australia. Really got to know. Wonderful. We are thrilled to have her. I'm going to read her official. Last night I did the morning version, but I'm keeping it. Andre has been elected in 2005 when she joined the American Council. She served as youth services and foundation care prior to serving as president. Andre received a champion leadership. She has been Paul Harris Fellow, Paul Harris Society, Make Will Hugh Thompson, and Jay Shields. Andre also received the Admission Service Foundation from the regular. He served as an assistant and also served as chair of the district community university faculty and in 2023, earlier this year, Andre was recognized as one of 6 Rotarians, not just 6 Rotarians in the United States, but 6 Rotarians throughout the United States. So she's one of 6 who was recognized by Rotary as people protection champion for her work in helping to create a more inclusive. She is a graduate of Rotary Zone 3334 is a member of the and is a Rotary Leadership Institute professional leader for the RM. She spent 34 years in public service with the Department retiring as the director of the County Department of Family and Children's Services. She is licensed therapist and Andre has received numerous awards and recognitions, including the 2016 John C. Grimes Award White Professional and Recreation Lifetime Achievement for her 39 years and endorsement of profession. She is a past trustee of Thomasville Common County Community and a two-time distinguished Toastmaster at Toastmasters International, which you can see from the. And a member of the family of the Thomasville London Factor and Health Sigma Phi. Andre Bradford from Fort South State University in 1973 and in 1975 and master's degree in mental health. Andre Proud was the third of nine Brent Cleaver, Red Cross disaster mental health first responder in New York City. In 2001. She has been married to the man who called for 50 years, thanks to 2 birth children, 2 children, and 8 grandchildren. Please welcome the district judge.
I did not understand that there's something to know. Forget all of that. Boy, Southwest, Thomasville, Georgia, God's country. I remember the smell of cinnamon rolls cooking downtown Thomasville, Georgia. Everything else doesn't matter. Said either to create something more. He challenged us to bring authentic selves to the process. So you meet the authentic Andre Wright, not the district governors you've had in the past. Can I give you a chance? Yes. Bringing my authentic self presents to you my why. I would like to ask you to do the same thing, to revisit your why you in Rotary today. Because I live my why every day. Here to help structure and to restore life's most precious bonds, which are children and babies. Now, my wife has a selfish foundation. That's all. You see, I was a child one time that was mixed. So we're here to learn about this child that was mixed, but we're going to learn about Rotary and the journey she's had being an adult. You heard about our conference, Amplify Rotary, with this lady with the song. What's the name of it? Amplify Rotary, with this lady with the song. I am the lady with the song. Because I wrote a book entitled The Songs I Could Not Sing. And now I can sing. So I am who? The lady with the song. And our wife is to help what? Structure and restore life's most precious design, which is what? So it's fitting that you should hear a little bit about the children. I believe the children of the future. Teach them well, let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. Let the children's laughter remind us how we searching for people. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. Although I'm the place to be, someone to depend on. I decided to go, give it a shot. If I succeed, at least so they can't take away my dignity because the love is happening to me. I found the greatest love inside. Starts with a child who learns how to find to a place of hope, now to a place of knowing. A place of knowing. I shared that journey with this guy by the name of Walter Morales Jr., my knight in shining armor, my black chocolate drop. For 50 years, I never started a program without saluting him and thanking him for being that ray of strength. You see, he's taking a lesson role so I can have a hundred. Give him my. We started our journey together. He was a part of that healing process. You see, back in his 30s and 40s, my parents got married in the latter part of the 40s. I came from a home of musicians, educators, lawyers, doctors. My mother had her own business back in the 40s. My father had his business. He was a 33rd degree Mason. She was a cosmetologist, president of PPO, and life happened. They lost it all. You see, success was not something that they really understood well, and they lost it all. So I went from a kid of having 9 wonderful years of 2 people in a marriage, a family, letters from the North Pole, brought by Western Union, chandeliers in my living room for people of color. You know we didn't have that back in the 50s. To live in a house where it rained in every room, and we could see the sun and the shame that it brought in. I am the why. I am wrong because I was a bit of a child to live. I'm married to a husband who's been raised by his mama most of his life, and she reared 14 children without welfare. Repeat after me, without welfare.
Without welfare.
I understand that all black people ain't. And guess what? Without that welfare, he realized that once he made it on the other side of poverty, that no other child would do that. But there are things that we carry with us. We live in a house, it's not big, but we want to make sure that the walls are so big that he won't run out of bed. Now get it? We got more room than we need. Because he slept in 3 rooms, 2 beds, and 14 kids. So he made a promise to himself. He's not gonna be crowded anymore. So our little kids, mamas like to have the babies in the bed with them. He didn't take that happen. All Walter was gonna be in that bed with me. So you do understand that the things we carry with us shape and mold us into who we are today. Have you ever seen a mad, broken child? A mad, broken adult? Living with the hurt and the shame? That's the work that we're here to help restore in the children. We miss them sometimes because we see the anger and the resentment and the brokenness. We don't see that they really hurt you. So when Gordon McNamara said, we asked the question, how are you really? That's what I'm here to ask you. Think about it. That when we meet people, are we asking them how are you? So our work is cut out for us when we ask the question, how are you really? And whether or not we bring our authentic selves to the situation. There is something about being the essence of a person and the presence of a person. When I tell you this, you may not believe it. I was bad behind you. I was mad, upset with the world. You hit my dog, Shirley, I'll kill your cat. Whoa. Have you met people like that today? All broken. We miss them. Okay? I was missed. I graduated with a D average in high school, but I test pretty good. Okay? Have you seen those kids that they're just bad, you don't do anything to them, but they are diamonds in the rough because we make judgments too quickly about the potential. I'm going to talk about the fact that I want you to take the blinders off your eyes. And in this divided world, there are no safe places out there. There are only brave places, but we as Rotarians are the ones to create the brave place so that people can walk in dignity and not hurt. We are the change agents to make that happen. So as Rotarians, as we talk about this little girl that's trying to heal, she broke into her counselor's office. That's right, I was a friend. I broke into my counselor's office and I stole my transcript. Me and another guy by the name of Carlton. No, we didn't go to Secretary Savers. She mailed the papers off and she sent it to the Fort Valley State University. Now the register officer had people who cared about people because I wouldn't have passed Andre off to be nobody's college student. But somewhere in all of that, someone looked at those papers and said, there's something about this kid. These grades don't go with this academic score. How about us giving people chances because someone gave you? I'm standing here. Now, would you believe this story if I told the truth? Really? Somehow or another, we can help those people who need help if we care intentionally, absolutely, really, and we change agents we put on this world. I am Sister Story with a lady in the sun. Who am I? Sister Story. With a lady in the hood. We all come down and jump around the march. Yeah. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a whole lot of stories being told. Now, the journey with Rotor is that in 2005, when I became a member of Rotor in 2005, I started in the youth services program. And as that person who cared about kids, someone saw that in there. I knew it was something that gave me an opportunity. And I've been working ever since. Gordon McNamara wants us to make a difference to continuity. I'm not going to go through these slides, shit. I get it right out loud. Because I think that, you flip those way, you can flip them, because I know your time is important, but I think the story is more important. This is your 1 year anniversary. And I want to talk to you about the differences I think we need to make. In Rotary, we are the change agents because we believe that we are the change agents and we can make the changes. Roy talks about continuity, he talks about, you can go back. He talks about continuity, just go back, this is right. He talks about continuity because in the past, we have had my year, the governor's year, and we don't pass the baton the way we should. We dictate clubs and how they operate by the leadership of. The international president is asking us to have continuity where we, the president, the president, we all work together and change the vision of how we operate. They're asking us to be more routine as an individual. Every year changes. We look at what is the demographics of our room, and we realize that we need younger people, and we want diverse people. We need people who are going to be in the future, the will interact, and interact individuals that we have sitting back there. They are the future leaders. They're the ones who need to go the way and know a new way. And we need to give them a creative space to do. You know, there are two things we give our kids, roots and wings. And they don't always fly the first time they do it. But as parents, we're always there to catch them. And they never leave us, especially at pocketbooks. Rotaractors, interactors need the space. And we as Rotarians need to create a way in which we give that baton of leadership. It's called team building. You know, the wise one is the one who shares the light. The writer once said, "There will candles divine that you and I, that God has set in the earthly lights, know what to light, the trail that all must go." So candle divine is how your flame, let others share your spark. These you and I can go keep it, the trail before it's done. We must give the light to the younger generation. We realize that in order to do that, we have to be members, right? Membership is the lifeblood of any organization. And in Rotary, our members are how we serve. You know, we think that we're a service organization. We are, but we are really driven by membership because without the members, we can't serve. Absolutely. Am I right? Okay. You have to go to the interview? As a part of it, he's asked us to make sure that we realize money. I'm doing. Do I have to shame my ass? I think. Rotary says that out of every 13 Rotarians, George, only one out of every 13 Rotarians give to the foundation. Out of 1.4 million people. We were asked to go to Australia and to tell why we were going to do this. You know, same way we learned how to write. That's how we were born in 14. We give because we learn. That's the why we give. Can we shift why we give today? Can we shift and not think about that we're going to be taxed in this organization and then we're going to be asked to pay 25, 100, whatever it is? Can we just give from a different perspective? And in the store today, and without our giving as Rotarians, it won't happen the way it should. So I'm asking you to personally think about someone you think in the United States of America. I may have moved and give from that perspective. We need the money. Now, Barry Winston is going to be our international speaker for our district conference. Will be at Japan. So each district, and surely when we ask them how to get the loans of the money, he's asking each district to give $1 million. I know. So I'm coming out the bathroom and I said, "You sure?" I said, "You heard of it?" I said, "Yeah." But guess what? Clubs your size, Roswell don't think they're everything. Apparel don't think they're everything. Y'all gonna help me raise this $1 million. You know how? How many of Georgia Bulldog fans? Auburn, raise your hand. Georgia, Auburn, Alabama. Florida State. How many of y'all going to games? Raise your hand, raise your hand. You know you're going. All right. This pen costs $100 to be a member of the Police Society. How much costs? I'm supposed to agree with your libation. That's all I can say about that. You can be 100% Police Society if you just let aside the libation, just a little bit, and just drop it in, so we can raise that $100 million. How do you do that? Because I called you out. Thank you, sister. So I'm asking you to consider that in terms of giving. Now listen, because you ran through that real fast. You back down. I got about 5 more minutes. Go back. One more time. All right. Let's talk about the golden inclusions. You mentioned that the international family recognizing diversity and inclusion. You know, part of what we do is to help the underestimated and the misrepresented. In Thomasville, there's a program called Spark Thomasville. It started an incubator there to help young entrepreneurs start businesses. Through the Chamber of Commerce, the local supporters in our community, we were able to bring forth 29 new businesses in Thomasville. It was a 5-year program, and Rotary was a part of that. My commitment to my community pushed me to ask the Rotary Club of Thomasville to help support. And we provided, through our district grant, monies for books and materials for those individuals. That was not something that I did. That's something Rotary was a part of. As a part of my profession, I work hand in hand with Morehouse School of Medicine, prevention promotion unit. We brought information in to help young teenagers with HIV education, as well as that of prevention. We were able, from 2015 to 2020, bring $850,000 of monies into our community. That was the rationale and reason for the work that I was recognized. With the district, we had 29 clubs that became a part of the diversity, equity, and inclusion initiative. In 2020, when I was asked to be a part of this initiative, we were racially and culturally divided, which we are. But the district asked me to work with clubs in our community, in our district, to see if we could bring about change. What we thought about doing was looking at ourselves and see if we can take a personal fitness survey to see what we can do to change. Values and beliefs will allow for diversity, equity, and inclusion to be considered as a part of an evaluation of talents and skills and abilities, not race. Say after me, talent, skills, and ability. That's what we need to learn. So we were asked to do that. We brought 29 clubs in to make that happen. I said to you that to think about change, you have to look at it from the color. Being asked to be in a room instead of in a table, totally different. Leadership, should reflect population itself.
So population is there.
A sessional community, a sessional clubs, to see whether or not the demographics of your community, age, and religion, sex, everything, whether or not we are truly an inclusive community. If you look at Rotary International, we have the most diverse organization in the world. There are over 550 countries. You've been there. You've seen the March of Flags. The most beautiful rainbow coalition you can find. The United States of America, not so. It's because we have not decided to look at ourselves and how we do our business. Reach down, reach up, and lift somebody up. We'll close with this. 1890, was it, baby? 1800s, there was a guy by the name of Simon D. Hatton. Founded Thomasville. Great-great-granddaddy is mine. He's my great-great-granddaddy. He is white. Uh-oh. Did I say my great-great-granddaddy was what?
Why?
So y'all kind of skipping over. My great-great-granddaddy is what? White. That makes me black. I'm not black. I'm Indian, Native American, Caucasian. But when you see me, what do you see? Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. First, change how we behave. The reason I brought the book to talk about my family history is because somebody in the Roswell Club didn't believe me, so they went and looked at Simon D. Oh, I tried to tell you what you had to look it up for yourself. My pedigree was in question. My grandfather worked with the plantation for 57 years as a chauffeur and a handler. Now, when I found out that I was not all black, I was not happy. I'm serious. It was in 1970s. In the middle of the civil rights movement, I was black power down with the white men. I was all of that crazy stuff. That was my girl. I don't got away. My grandmother died of cancer. And we were on our way to the plantation because Miss Pansy and to perform Christmas carols. I didn't know my head was back. We could sing. We could sing. We was raising up for Christmas carols, and then all of a sudden the door swung open and they said, all right. All right. I'm about to embarrass my grandfather. They pulled me up and Sue, Miss Pansy walked over and called all the families together. She got to meet George. When I got home, I got the worst of back there. The first picture of my TV. That's my grandfather. But you know what? My grandfather, she's had the 14 kids I had. Back in the 30s. My shift presence and you shift that judgment. I had to shift. I had to shift. A shift in the judgment. A shift and look at the content of the character, not the color of the skin. Change this room into a rainbow coalition of all ethnicities, of all understanding. Make sure that we are the people that really say we are. It says together we create a world where people unite to take action, to make a lasting change. I saw the song that they were singing is ringing in my heart. And no man stands alone. Each man joy is joy to me. Each man breathes one. So I will each man one. Each be the light, be the change, create hope.
so much for being with us and for sharing your story. Really. I'm struggling. Our voice on this. But a big thank you for taking time, both of you, for spending time with us. And your a couple of different donations we'd like to make today. First, the polio blood, program in the world. Second, we'd like to make a contribution in your honor to the Heritage Foundation buyout, a residential program for women with addiction issues and children. Thank you. So, next week, we have Homer Yates and Ryan Lee James from the Home Street School and Cox campus. It'll be a great program. Take time to be here. It's about literacy. After that, Bill Reeves, the independent film producer, on October 11th. Mindy Benjamin from Gears on October 18th, and then on October 27th. Let's all walk outside and take a minute and just a picture of the other week. Lee, here we go. Lee's gonna guide us. We're gonna take our 100-year commemorative picture. Thank you all for being here.